She's the most beautiful thing I've seen in my life.
You get a name?
Barbara Sugarman.
Oh, that's her?
That's definitely her.
Oh, gotcha. She's a dime.
This girl's more than a dime, bro.
There's no such thing. It's a scale from 1 to 10.
Just say it.
You might have to take this girl out for coffee.
Ah, really?
This is the long game, son.
So how'd you find me?
I just looked up your name.
Mine definitely did not tell you my name.
Why'd you come here, huh?
You're not getting that from Barbara Sugarman anytime in the immediate future.
You're just gonna have to wait to find out.
I got time.
Don Jon, rated R.
Hello, I'm the Universal Critic. I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want. One of the bits of conventional wisdom you will hear when it comes to Hollywood is that sex sells. And to a certain degree, that is true. Sex certainly appeals to everyone on some degree, but like any subject matter, it can be used for both good and bad. Some films use sex as a way of exploring the complexities and nuances of human relationships. And other films are just pure smut that use sex as a way to exploit and usually insult their audience. Today I am looking at a film that thankfully falls into the former category, Don Jon. Written, directed by, and also starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Don Jon tells the story of a 30-something man from New Jersey named Johnny. His defining characteristic is definitely his sexuality. He's able to win the heart of any girl he wants, but there's one problem. He's also a porn addict. Seriously, this guy is so obsessed with naked pictures, even Glenn Quagmire would think this guy has a problem.
Giggity giggity, giggity goo.
Johnny's addiction, of course, causes a major problem when he begins dating Barbara, played by Scarlett Johansson, who, after a lifetime of schmaltzy Hollywood movies, has a very specific idea of what the men she dates are supposed to do, and watching pornography is not part of that ideal. Also thrown into the mix are Johnny's parents, played by Glenn Headley and Tony Danza, and a friend of Johnny's named Esther, played by Julianne Moore, who, despite having a major role in the film, is sort of insultingly sidelined in the trailers. What I really enjoyed about this film is its message, especially in how it's delivered. The gist of it is that the media can give us unrealistic expectations of reality if we allow it to. While that has been said before many times, it really works here because of how even-handed it is. Both Johnny and Barbara are victims of media culture, but both are still able to come across as relatable and believable. You don't hate either one of them. But what really sold the message for me was the film's resolution, mostly in how it tied in with Johnny's relationship with Esther. Without giving too much away, it is through his relationship with Esther that Johnny learns just that, how to have a relationship. The movie is telling us not to be so wrapped up in our fantasies that the real men or women in our lives are reduced to just romantic or sexual objects that exist only to please ourselves. Before I give my ratings, I should talk about the most controversial aspect of this film, its depiction of pornography. While there is, honestly, not that much sex in the film, what few pornographic scenes there are pretty explicit. With that in mind, I give Don Jon a big screen rating for those who would feel comfortable seeing those images in a theater. But for those who would feel awkward or creepy, I'd still give it a small screen. Let's just say it's an important movie that you should definitely see at some point, whether on the big screen or the small screen. I'm the Universal Critic. I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want.